What's going on, everybody? Coach Chrispect, the wise guy, right here on YouTube for live stream number 13, lucky number 13. It is 12:15 a.m. It is the 22nd of May, and we are on the 13th in a row live stream, 13 out of 100 straight lives on an average of an hour to 3 hours, just depending on my mood. And it's been absolutely a ton of fun. Not easy. Every day hasn't been easy to get on here to share with everybody Amazon and topics that interest me. And if they interest me, hopefully they interest you guys, and hopefully they help for years and years to come, because at the end of the day, I just love putting content on Amazon. I'm starting to develop a skill here, and I'm working on that skill. And so that being said, before we get into it, do me a huge favor right now: subscribe to this channel and help me grow it. Comment on it, leave a comment if you have any feedback about what you've heard in this video, or if you have any questions, or you want to throw me some videos that I might be able to do. Let me know in the comment section, and definitely hit that notification button, because I go live in stores. Those are the gems of the gems, and obviously I go live at random times of the day. So if you throw on that notification button, then you'll know when I'm actually doing something, and you might want to tune in and ask me questions live, and we'll just have a conversation, and that's really what this is all about. So without further ado, today's video is kind of 2 videos overdue. It's about trademarks and what you should know about trademarking your product, and the opportunities that trademarking your product can have for you as an Amazon seller. Am I an expert at trademarks? Absolutely not. So I do advise everybody who want to pursue trademarking and building a brand, and ultimately, if you're 2 feet in and you're starting to launch your own products to Amazon, then ultimately trademarking and brand registry are going to be really interesting to you. You're going to find yourself leaning towards that direction, because I know I did. I was always asking myself, even before I launched products, I was always thinking about brand names that would be catchy, that my consumer or my niche or my demographic would gravitate towards. And brands have always been one of those interesting concepts to me. Brands have been, and I said this story, 4 or 5 live streams ago, brands and just names of products that I like, that I wanted to come up with, that I wanted to design, that's always been something in my wheelhouse, probably since I was 15 or 16 years old. Probably huge influence of the 90s. The 90s were filled with brands. Brands were a huge thing in the 90s. I'm sure they were huge before the 90s, but it just seems like in the 90s, or my teenage era, is when brands impacted me the most. And I'm sure that's the case with you, or with your parents, or with your kids. They're going to be influenced by the brands of their era. I know kids these days, I know my kids in general, they're being influenced by brands at such an early age. And to be honest, I can't say I wasn't influenced by brands at a really early age. You think about Nintendo. Probably the most influential brand in my life was Nintendo. I probably had my first Nintendo at the age of 7, and I probably spent thousands, tens of thousands of hours playing playing Nintendo products all the way into my early 20s. So easily 13 to, I mean, we still play Nintendo, and I'm 44 years old. So 37 years later, it's still one of the most influential brands. Now, does it control my life? No, that brand doesn't control my life, but at one point in time, it did. I have 7-year-old and a 9-year-old, and the most influential brand in their life is a game called Roblox, Roblox, and that brand is so influential. It is the equivalent to them today to what Nintendo was in, that would be 1983 for me. Pretty sure it was 83. I think I was 7. Maybe I was a little bit older. Actually, it probably wasn't 7. I was probably closer to 10 when Nintendo came out. So 1986, roughly. If you know when Nintendo launched, let me know in the comment section. I'd be curious because I can't remember. But anyways, some point between ages of 7 and 10 for me. Today in this era, it's the game Roblox. You know, Roblox is a huge brand. If you have kids, they're probably on it. I know all my families and my extended family and their kids, they're playing this game. It's an online game, and it's a multi-universe of games. It's a catalog of thousands and thousands of games created by kids at the age of 5 and up who make these intellectually massive games online, and they're building them as builders at the age of 5, 6, 7. I mean, my daughter is building a game on her own that her friends, her cousins, will jump in on and play. So this brand is a powerful influence over them. They will spend all their money. My daughter acts. She's an actress, so she has a little bit of money. She's done a ton of things, but if you want to see a show that she's on, she was on a show called The Good Doctor, season 3, episode 3. She plays the daughter of, or the sister of the girl who has something that's gallbladder or something being taken on. Anyway, she's the daughter. She's in the whole show, and so she's an aspiring actress, and so she's very intelligent, and she is an excellent communicator. But at the end of the day, where she spends her little bit of money that we let her, and it's not a little bit, they usually probably have spent $500 each on this game, is Roblox. That money goes into Roblox cards. They buy at 7-Elevens. They know 7-Eleven, the brand, for one thing and one thing only, and that's the brand Roblox. They want to go there. They don't care about Slurpees. They don't care about anything that 7-Eleven has to offer. They don't care about the candy section, nothing. All they care about is the gift card section, specifically Roblox. The more influenced by that brand is my son Carrington. He's influenced by that brand more than anybody that I've ever known. He gets emotional when he can't have it, and obviously dad kicks in. Tough dad, tough love, tough kids. Put my foot down and lay down the rules and have our conversation about that. But he's connected emotionally to that brand. That brand is so powerful to him that it makes him cry if he can't have it. He contains himself. He certainly tries to do his best job not letting his emotions or apologizing, when he feels the need to. But he's your average boy, doesn't necessarily like school, but will do it because he has to. Loves to goof around. Will stop when you tell him to, but 5 minutes later, will goof around again. He's just your average kid. He's got his own personality. He's got what he loves. But the reality is this. That brand is so powerful that you can give him a task. It could be to move 1,000 pounds from one room to the other. If you attach that brand or that reward to it, then he will shift all 1,000 pounds for as long as it takes him. He'll complain about it, but he'll get it done. And then if you make it a competition, he'll compete to get that done in record time so that he can get his reward. And so we've kind of influenced him using that brand to get things done, whether it's his homework or do a better job or play sports or be consistent, whatever the case may be. We use that brand to influence how he goes about pursuing his goals. So brand is a powerful thing. And so in this video, I want to talk about the topics of, do you need a trademark or a brand to sell on Amazon? Do you need a trademark for Amazon brand registry? Then we'll talk a little bit about what are the benefits to doing something, say like a trademark, or even going as far as to do a brand registry. Because if you have a trademark, if you pursued the trademark part of your private label launches and you're registering those and you're trademarking the names or the images or whatever the case may be, it just only makes sense to do a brand registry. So we'll talk a little bit about that. What does it mean to have a trademark? I'll give you some examples of trademarks just so you know that. We'll also talk about what is a common law trademark. And this is important for private label sellers, people who are launching a private label product. This is super huge. You can do your trademark searches using Google, patents.google. You can use USPTO, or you can use Canadian trademark search office, brand search office. But you need to know that it goes beyond that, because sometimes trademarks are not always registered, and sometimes they just are acquired. They become almost a situation where it's inherited. You've been using it, you've created it, you've been using it for so long that you can prove that you've had a common law, they call it common law trademark, for years and years and years, and you were the first to use it, that you can generally prove that you own the rights to that, even though you've never registered it. So we'll talk a little bit about common law and why I search beyond just your traditional searches on that, and I'll do a screen share. Hey Rita, what's going on? Good to see you on here. Thanks for hanging out. And Rita says, thank you for consistently sharing information in these videos. They are resourceful. They happen very late, but I am able to catch up on the next day. Awesome. Thanks for the great comment. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Yes, they are. Yes, they are late. And yes, that's why I want to always make sure that they get uploaded to YouTube after I'm done with them, so that people can watch them afterwards. And I'm glad they are important, because hopefully, like I said, if these topics are important to me, or they were what I was thinking about, or what I learned in the very beginning, why not share these so that people who are obviously subscribing to this channel or following me on Instagram or whatever get this information and can help. It'll help their businesses. Last thing I want is somebody to launch a brand or whatever, and they make the error of copyright infringement or trademark infringement or intellectual property infringement, and end up paying a price or lose out on their business. So as much information as I can give. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I didn't go to school to register brands. I only just spent really the last 4 years really getting to know my brands and understanding the brand strategies behind my business is influence. And I use that, I don't use that term lightly. Branding is influence. No branding is no influence. And it really, really, really is a home run hit when you can influence somebody with a brand, or at least attach a brand name to a product versus no name at all, or a name that people don't associate with an actual real brand. Okay, so we'll get into that as well in this video. We'll also talk about, can you sell on Amazon without brand registry, and we'll talk about how long it takes to do, how long a brand registry takes, how much does an Amazon brand registry cost, do you need a trademark for Amazon brand registry, and things like, how do I check if a brand name is available. All right, guys, so any questions, let me know. And obviously smash that like button right now if you're watching later on. Let's get the likes on this video up to at least 20 likes on this video in the next couple of days. So share it on your social media platforms if you don't mind, and throw comments in there and smash that like button. So what does it mean to have a trademark? Okay, well let's first do this, and I promised you guys when I was doing a live at London Drugs the other day is that I was gonna buy this game right here. It's called the Logo Game. It cost me $30, and I bought it specifically for today's episode. So it's the Logo Game. You can see all the brands on here: Burger King, Wilson, Schwinn, Jelly Bellies, Domino's Pizza, Yahoo, Pillsbury Doughboy, Snapchat. It's got all the brands on here. Funniest thing is this brand of the game, Play Monster, is the only brand I don't recognize. Isn't that hilarious? Dairy Queen, Chef Boyardee. It's got all these famous brands, but their brand is the one that's least recognizable, probably to most of the people looking at this. But just a little board game. I'm going to throw this up there. I'll play it with myself unless Rita is still on and she wants to answer some of the questions. It looks fun. I'll flash the cards. We'll play this game for like 15 minutes, and then we'll get right into these topics, and I'll do some sharing for you guys, some screen shares. Back of the game says, it's the game of the things you know and love. From chocolate to cereal, football to flowers, soaps to shoes, they all have logos. The Logo Game is all about those logos and everything wrapped up in them. It taps into the knowledge we've pulled up about nostalgic and new brands, and adds few astonishing facts. This has got a shoe, the car, little guy, that's their little character, their play monster. They had a laptop. So they got the 6 pieces there. Almost. Some of the questions on the back, like, here, answer this one. Known for its polo shirts, which clothing company features a crocodile on its logo? See if you can answer that one. Type that in the comment section. Type all these in the comment section. As soon as you hear them, type your answer in the comment section. Here's another one. Which Italian supercar brand features a raging bull on its logo? Which French fragrance and cosmetic company has been represented by Julia Roberts, Penelope Cruz, and Kate Winslet? Wouldn't have known that one. Here's one. Which apparel and lifestyle brand was launched by Gary Comer as a mail-order yacht equipment company in 1963? Never heard of that brand. All right, let's open this bad boy up. So late one. I got to be in the office tomorrow, so I'm going to try to keep this stream to, where are we at right now? We're at 20 minutes. I'm going to try to keep this stream to an hour and a half. But if I go longer, it is what it is. Make sure you watch to the end of this video. And then at the end of this video, maybe we'll have a giveaway or something like that. Make sure that when you, the giveaways are for my Amazon budget, which I'm already at a couple $1,000 spend on my Amazon store, but let's give some of that budget away. What the hell? Okay, give me a sec here, I'll be right back. we go. Okay, so what brands have influenced you? Obviously, I said Nintendo influenced me. I think the brand of my era now, a lot of times it's devices, but obviously the Apple iPhone is influential. People don't realize how influential an iPhone branding is. When you think back in a few years, you'll probably go, man, once I went Apple, I never went back to any other products. Their laptops are their best. Their desktops are the best. Probably let's put this right here. I don't really know where to put this. Let's put this right here. Oh, go game. Let's stay? No, I won't stay. Whatever, doesn't matter. All right. So there's a board. I won't use the board. It's got some cool, like I said, it's got the Monopoly pieces, their versions of it. It's got the rules. The rules of this game. Pretty straightforward. 400 playing cards, 6 pawns. Objects, answer fun, logo, and brand questions correctly. Make it to the winning zone. Correctly answer the final question to win. How to play. The oldest player goes first. Question master takes a card from the box. Picture cards, potluck cards, and common theme cards. The answers to all questions all have common themes. Question master asks player to their left. Correct answers. If the player answers the question correctly, they move their pawn to the next blue spot. They just work their way around. Each time player answers the question correctly, they move their pawn forward to the next space that matches their question's color. Once the player has answered the 4th red question correctly and moved their playing piece onto the next red space on the board, their turn is over. So red is kind of like the stop, I guess. Incorrect questions. If the player gives an incorrect answer, their turn ends and they leave their pawn in its current spot. Winning zone, blah, blah, blah. Right. Here's the game board. The logo game. Blue, green, yellow, red. Blue, green, yellow, red. Blue, green, blue, yellow, green, blue, yellow, red, green, blue, green, yellow, red. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Nice. I like it. But we're going to pull out some of these cards. The 400 card box. Alright. We're going to open these up and we're going to ask some of these brand questions as we go on with the topics of the day. Here we go. Put this in here. Play a virtual brand game. So I'm going to ask a question, a brand question, and then I'll answer. I'll give you about 5 to 10 seconds to answer, just depending on how easy it is for me. I think that when I ask, I can likely see the answer to the questions already, so I don't know that I can play this game. You have any questions right now? Let me know. Smash that like button. Thank you. It's Thursday. It sounds like everybody's going to work because normally by now I have like 10 people watching. And the goal is to get, my goal is to get to 100 people watching at a given time. So hopefully I can figure out how to be better at what I'm doing. Obviously, it needs to be when people are awake, so probably my show should be more at a syndicated time and not at 12 a.m. start. So that obviously has got to change. I have to change that, which I will. I will get earlier for you guys right now. It's got too much stuff going on. Training my kids at basketball every day. They're doing 100 lives. They're motivated, inspired by dad. So they're going to do 100 in a row live basketball training days. Just put on the camera and go reality show with their training. If you watch that video, you can probably find it on my Facebook at the end of that video, if you just fast forward, you can kind of see how dad is with my kids when they get all emotional and stuff like that. You'll see my little conversations that I have with them. It's pretty cool. So it's kind of our reality TV show in our world, which is basketball, fun, giggles, dad, tough kids, tough, tough everything. We do it. So, all right. So, do you need a trademark to sell on Amazon? Do you need a trademark to sell on Amazon? The answer to that is obviously you do not. You do not need a trademark to sell on Amazon. You can source inventory from China. You could go on DHgate right now, find a product that you want to sell. You already know the product is going to sell. You have a few sales lined up. You can go source that product for a pretty decent price on DHgate. If you do your shopping, or if you do your negotiating, you can probably get a discount. Use their coupons, all that type of stuff. You can go to Amazon. You can go to Alibaba, source your product if it's a decent amount of volume, 50 plus units. Get an even better price. MadeInChina.com, get an even better price. There's a lot of places that you can go. And you can just import that inventory, create a listing for it, give it no brand at all. And you do not need a brand or a trademark to sell on Amazon. But it helps with building a sustainable business. At the end of the day, if you're looking for your product to have a long run, if you're buying longevity products, if you're buying products that are like staple products, if you're buying products that are solution-oriented products, and you want that product to last on Amazon and sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of units every month, that brand of your product is going to help you with that. It's going to help you with that. The branding of your product is going to help you with that. It's not going to be the be-all. Brand of that product is going to be a sustainability key factor in sustainability. All right. Funny enough, but card number one it starts at card number 2. Card number 1, okay, I get here. Card number 1 is a picture on this side. Well, I already know what that is. And then, okay, it's the card that's on the back of the box. I already asked those questions. Card number 1 is that. Okay. So how does this work? Just trying to do a little interesting. 398. So it's got, for example, this has a picture of Tabasco sauce. That's obviously Tabasco sauce. But that's card number 1 at the top corner. It says card number 1. Card number 2 just has all the questions I asked earlier. We'll just switch it up. We'll go to card number 3. Okay, I got it. So let's see if card number 1 did that too. Yes. Okay, I get it. So the very first question, the blue question, let's name the brand. I want to say that brand is Click? Spam. I want to say that's Spam. Yep, it's Spam. Name the brand Spam. Okay. What is the 43rd largest U.S. state, but it consumes more spam products than any other? I know the answer to this one, so I don't even have to look at the answer. I'm going to say the answer to that is Hawaii. Yes, it is. Okay, here's another question. Which presidential native son of Hawaii ate spam masubi, a sushi-style Hawaiian favorite, while on vacation there? Which presidential son? I'm going to say it's probably, because the only son I know is, I don't know. I really honestly don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Who has a son? The guy who died in the airplane crash. No. I read that question wrong to myself. Which presidential native son of Hawaii? Why did they say it like that? Ate spam. Essentially, he's from Hawaii. Barack Obama. Okay. In a Monty Python sketch, which group of hungry diners sings spam, 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 wonderful spam, Vikings, vegans, Venetians, and veterans? The Vikings were the group of hungry diners that sang that. Okay. Some fun questions on there. Okay, next question is, what does it mean to have a trademark? Okay, what does it mean to have a trademark? What does having a trademark mean? A trademark is a brand name. A trademark or a service mark includes any word, name, or symbol, device, or any combination used or intended to be used to identify and distinguish the goods, services of one seller or provider from those of others, and to indicate the source of the goods / services. So it essentially is that. It's really just to define your product and give it an identity. It's to give your product an identity. My brands right now don't really. I never really put much emphasis on the logo or the style of writing or the font. Those are all trademarkable. Like the cursive is trademarkable. You can trademark the font. I think most fonts are trademarked, but you can trademark the style in which the writing, the font of the brand itself. Like when you think of, I wonder if you can. Again, I should probably look into that before I say that. I want to assume you can. We'll take this for an example. I don't know that you can trademark the font itself. I have a few brands on the floor here that most people will be familiar with. These are products that we are selling on Amazon. We don't have many of these, so obviously I can show you this. I have one of these. Okay. Monopoly, huge brand. Everybody recognizes that. Pokemon, another great brand. Everybody recognizes that. Okay. This is obviously a USopoly game. Right? So, a Kanto edition. Again, it has the game pieces. But the font itself, I'm not really familiar with the font. The font doesn't stand out to me. Like, it's not like I'm worried about the font, but the brand name itself is a registered, little R with a circle, trademark. Okay? Pokemon is not a registered trademark, it's a trademark. Gotta catch 'em all, that phrase is also a trademark. You cannot use that phrase, gotta catch 'em all, when you are trying to write a listing on your Amazon store about a product. Let's say you have a product and whatever it is, it's a product, it's scissors, and you want to put the word gotta catch 'em all, you can't do that. It's trademarked, okay? So you can trademark phrases, you can trademark, obviously, the brand, you can trademark your logo, all that type of stuff. Not 1,000% sure you can trademark the font, though. Maybe you can. I don't believe you can. Not that it matters. I don't know many fonts that are all that popular. I'm trying to think of a font right now and probably come over one on this game here. See if any of these font-wise stand out. Is it the font that I really care the most about? Not one of these. The font played it. The picture itself is really what it's about. So I don't know that font. I don't think the eyes and the brain really recognize font enough. What would you say is the most influential font you can think of when it comes to selling on Amazon? Or not when it comes to selling on Amazon, but just brands and logos in general. Is there a font that you go, that's the Starbucks font, or that's the McDonald's font. Like obviously the big M, the cursive M, the big golden arches, that font might be trademarked. I don't think so though. I think people can use fonts all they want, but you can't put brands on things that are you don't own. Okay? So it is the identity. A trademark is the identity of your product. It distinguishes your goods and services of one seller or provider from those of the others, and to indicate the source of the goods and services. Next question, we're going to go back to the game board, and we have a potluck card. A potluck card on the logo game. Potluck. Dun, 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 dun. All right. What is the name of the official sneaker, clothing, and accessories project between Adidas and Kanye West? What is the name of his Yeezys? Yes, Yeezy. All right. Did you guys get that one? I didn't give you enough time to type, but if you can type it faster than I said it, let's see how many of you can beat me on my knowledge of brands. And I'm not looking at the answers. I'm coming up with my thumb. Okay, ready? Here comes the next one. See how fast you can answer it. Which company is known for its original kettle series of charcoal grills? Original kettle series of charcoal grills. I'm going to say it is Charboil? Charboil? Broil King? Broil King. I'm wrong. See if you can get the answer on that one. Give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Weber. Weber charcoal grills. Here's the next one. This would be an easy one. Which basketball footwear brand sounds like an airline from the Middle East? Nike. Nike Air. Nike Air. Let's see. Nope. Air Jordan. Easy. Air Jordan. Nike Air. Air Jordan. Air Jordan. All right. Okay. Should have known that one. Okay, here's the last one on this one. Which brand of natural toothpaste states the founder's name and the state he's from on its packaging? Again, which brand of natural toothpaste states the founder's name and the state he's from on its packaging? Crest? No. Arm & Hammer? No. But natural toothpaste. Natural toothpaste. I don't know. Give you this answer in 3, 2, 1. The brand is called Tom's of Maine. Wouldn't have known that one. The red questions on here are the hardest. I guess. My guess. They're the hardest. All right. Okay. What are examples of a trademark? Well, I've shown you some. The slogan, the symbol, right? Yahoo, the Domino and Domino's Pizza. An inventive catchphrase. I do have catchphrases for my brand. I use them as hooks in my listing title. I use them to hook people in. That's, again, all this stuff is instinctive for me. I'm just going off my instincts, going off my sales skills and what I've learned through selling fitness equipment for 20 years and going through course of selling multiple products, different products throughout my whole entire life. Because I've been in the sales game for over 20 years. And I just it's all about building a script, and that script has got to have those hooks in them. But that jingle, that quick hitter that really gets somebody's attention. Those phrases are trademarkable. Common examples of trademark: companies legally register their trademarks with the appropriate authorities in order to prevent competing companies from copying, called infringing upon their trademark or trademarks. explicitly designated by the subscript or superscripted TM right at the top right of the word, or whatever, left side of the word at the top corner. And again, I've done my research, and I've written down the most accurate definitions of the information that you need to know, that interested me, that I needed to find out. So this information is as accurate as I could get for you, and I just made sure I wrote it down and prepared myself so that I can make sure that you guys get clear and accurate information about your trademarks, and we could talk about each of these questions and topics together. So make sure that you are subscribing to this video and commenting, ask some more questions if you have. Let's jump on another card. Here we go. We have a picture here. Ooh, I know what that kind of bike is. Do you know the name of that kind of bike? What is the company that makes this classic bicycle? My answer is Schwinn. And the answer is Schwinn. All right. Next question is, what is the name of the Schwinn model pictured, which shares its name with something that lives in the sea? Is that the Schwinn octopus? The Schwinn, something that lives in the sea? The Schwinn sand? Schwinn Airdyne. I know they have a Schwinn Airdyne. They have a Schwinn Evolution. But those are their fitness equipment. I don't know about their bikes. See, somebody probably knows that bike. Probably like, oh yeah, that's the Schwinn Stingray. It's called the Schwinn Stingray. What type of bike is a Schwinn Twin? Schwinn Twin. I'd probably say that's a recumbent road bike. Probably got like twin wheels or something like that. That's my guess. Nope, it's a tandem bike. The Schwinn Twin is a tandem bike. I'm terrible at that. Okay, last question, the red question, tough one. Anyone gets this? This is a you have to answer within 5 seconds. We'll say 10 seconds of me saying this question. You have to type in the answer. If you win this, if you get this answer within 10 seconds of me saying it, you're going to win yourself a prize. You just have to DM me on The Wise Guy. This will be a prize question. The question is, who are Schwinn Smart Start bikes optimized to fit? Who are Schwinn Smart Start bikes optimized to fit? You get 10 seconds. 8, 6, 2, 4, 1. And the answer is Schwinn Smart Start bikes are optimized to fit children. If you wrote children, you win a prize. Message me at The Wise Guy on Instagram. All right. So back to trademarks. What is a common law trademark, and what is a common law trademark search? Okay. So let's talk about those. A common law trademark is a trademark that provides protection for a symbol, logo, product name, or other words or marks that identify the source of goods or services before it is registered by province, if you're in the U.S., by state, or federally registered. It is the words or marks that identify your goods or service. So again, before Papa John's went and trademark Papa John's, they probably were just a single location and it had a Papa John's sign. And Papa John's has been around for dozens of years. And I'll bet that they never trademarked their logo when they first opened their business. But eventually they grew into a franchise, and prior to that they trademarked it. But they probably earned a common law status on their trademark, similar to marriage. Common law marriage you've been living together for 2 or more years, you are now considered common law. His is hers, hers is his. You know, if you split up, the split is going to be expensive. Okay, common law trademark. Someone is going to steal your brand, steal your marks, infringe on you, and you've had that for, my guess is a couple years. Let's look into that together. What is the length of time that we need a common law trademark? What is the length of time someone needs to have common law trademarks for it to actually be common law, right? But if someone infringes on that and you've had that for years, and I'm sure there are great stories or great examples of that. I am absolutely positive. But what is a common law trademark search? And this is what we're going to look at right here. A common law trademark search is the most comprehensive trademark search that a company can conduct. Your goal in a common law trademark search is to find out if someone is using a similar trademark. Even if the mark isn't registered in a patent or a trademark office like USPTO database, it is still a common law trademark. So again, it goes back to the whole thing of Papa John's didn't register it, but they own that trademark because they've been using it, and it's been unique to them, and has been for however many years prior. So that's a very important thing. If you've launched a brand to Amazon and it's clearly your logo, your type, you created from scratch, you didn't steal it, and you launched it and you created a logo and you put it on your products and you put it on a series of products, eventually over time your product you'll get the status of a common law trademark. So let's quickly jump over to Google here. Type in trademark search in Canada. Okay, I'm going to use Canada. We are going to go on to the, I want to go straight to trademark search. Where is the one I want to use? I see government church content database. There we go. All right, and I will switch screens for you. Make sure that we have switched up. There we go. So ic.gc.ca, you can search the Canadian trademark database. This is where you would look up registered trademarks. Pretty easy to do. I mean, if you have a brand that you want to go and look up, let's go look up Folgers. Let's see what comes up. Folgers flavors, the word Folgers flavors is registered right there. We can look up all these brands like Pringles and Folgers and all the ones that we know are clearly registered. Pringles Prince, Pringles Popcorn, Pringles registered. What I like to pay attention to is I like to pay attention to the CIPO status. Withdrawn, abandoned, which means it's expired, registered, expunged. Okay, here's the Pringles logo and design registry, abandoned that particular logo. Okay, you can actually click on it and you can actually see the dated information on its file. So it was filed in 1999, okay? And you can probably see when it was abandoned. It was abandoned in 2002, this particular design. And we have a lot of different actions or stages throughout its small use for this particular logo. Pringles. Got the Procter & Gamble company was the applicant. There's their information right there. Honestly, I like spending time on here, just kind of going through some of the stuff and just learning what it takes to, what what it takes to brand your products. Why was this one abandoned, and then all of a sudden this one right here was newly registered? What is the difference? Kind of slight difference between these two. See his hair here is different than his hair here, right? There's a word, don't just eat one. Bet you can't just eat one. That was a hugely popular Pringle. Was that Lay's? Lay's had the bet you can't just eat one. So here we have records of all of their trademark status, type of trademark, registered trademark, current owners, Kellogg Empire, Procter & Gamble was an applicant, registrant. Old owners was Pringles. Wow, they just keep everything. This goes back from 2000 when they disbanded the other one, and it goes probably all the way to current, 2019. There you go. Correspondence created, renewed, just constantly gets renewed. And that's the thing, is you do need to renew your trademark all the time. We'll talk about what it costs as well. I wrote down some prices here for you. Let's throw out another card here. Let's make sure that switched over. It did. Okay, great. So let me go back to this screen. Bam. Okay, next up. Who says? This is the Who Says card. I'm going to be quicker here. Which Star Trek actor says, "I'm the negotiator" in Priceline.com commercials? Which Star Trek actor says, "I'm the negotiator" in Priceline commercials? I'm going to say that is, what is his name? Captain Kirk. What's Captain Kirk's real name? William Shatner. Yes, it's William Shatner. Okay, which actress who impersonated Sean Spicer on Saturday Night Live says, "I love whales," while saving the environment in 2017? Kia Niro commercial. Which actress who impersonated Sean Spicer on Saturday Night Live says, "I love whales," while saving the environment in a 2017 Kia Niro commercial? It was Melissa McCarthy. Here's one. Which actor says, "That's a big bull," while staring down an 1,800-pound longhorn in the 2014 Lincoln commercial? I'm trying to remember if I seen that. I don't remember seeing that commercial. That's kind of an old one. Matthew McConaughey. Okay, here's the red question. Here we go. Which singer says, "I'm too strange, I'm too different, I'm too out there, I'm too artistic," in a 2017 Tiffany & Co. commercial? See if you guys know your brands. Type that in if you know who said that. Which singer said that? 4, 2, 5, 3, 1. Lady Gaga. All right. John Francois Roy says, "Awesome info. Never knew about the searches." Thank you very much. There obviously are searches for both platforms.com.ca. You can search in the US. Just type in USPTO, Patent and Trademark search offices in the US. USPTO. Okay, and in Canada, it is the Canadian Trademark Office, ic.gc.ca. Okay, just search Trademarks Canada and you can pull up these search bars, and you can now start to search brand names that you're interested in. Let's pick a name of the air. Let's pick the name called Twinkle Lights. No, we'll go with, I don't know. Let's go with Knifer 5. Just random. I just literally look at knife and the number 5. Knife for 5. Okay, do we have anything for knife for 5? No, we don't have anything for knife for 5. All categories, we searched it from 1865 to 2020. We did not find anything with the Vienna classification. Okay, 0 on that one. Let's go with a brand, a 3-letter brand. Let's go with the word sell. 3-letter brand, SEL. So we have partials, sell Warwick, sell performance, sell Borget, rock sell. Do we have the word sell? You know, we probably have the word sell. There are 20 plus pages that I have to go through. Okay. Filter your results. Just the word sell. And the word sell comes up. Expunge, expunged, abandoned, abandoned. Okay. And for the most part, you can keep doing this until you determine if that word sell is a trademarked word. Now, we can also want to look into here, and we're going to go to the most recent, which will be, I believe it's the bottom one is the most recent. Yeah, by year. So this is 1985. It was filed and abandoned the following year. I love how they put this data has no legal value whatsoever. Okay, and another place to go to obviously search for trademarks is Google. Look for sell.com. Sell.com. SEL.com. Let's see what comes up. www.sell.com. So let's transition so you guys can see the screen. There we go. So I did a search for sell in the trademark database. And then what I did, once it came up, I'll go back. So sell just being a random name off the top of my head. I saw the word sell. A French word for salt, I guess, is sell. I don't know. Sea salt, so sell. Yeah, see? I don't know, look like an L. S-E-L. So I typed in the word S-E-L, did a search. It came up with all these lists of SELs. So then I did a filter on my results, and I just hit SEL again, and it gave me word trademarks for the word SEL, most abandoned or expunged. Okay, and then I can filter it if I want. Filter that down. Okay, I can filter that up. Okay, different ways to filter it. Okay, and then I can go to Google, and obviously I can check sell, and I can type that in, and I get, do I get sell? I get Sellix, I get, what is sell? I get all these little things, but do I get a sell.com? You know, I don't want to allow Google to do that. And I'm going to go www.sell.com. Okay, 3-letter word, and you know, nothing's really coming up for sell. I got sell energy. Okay, I don't really see anything for sell.com. Nothing's coming up. So I can click info. The connection to this site is not secure. Okay, so it is a dangerous site. Do not go there. 18 in use, cookies. Thank you for telling me that. But that's just an example. But you can continue to do your searches in the .ca in Canada. You can go and search it in the US as well. You can start to narrow down your products. Now, the reality is 3-letter words, for the most part, on the planet are all taken. 3-letter combinations are all taken. So sell is definitely taken. You'll finally discover that it is taken. It's just a matter of time. AAA is taken, AAB is taken, AAC is taken, AAD is taken, AAE. Exactly all those combos. ABA, ABB, ABC all the way on. CAA, CAB, CAD, C all the way through. I'm sure they are all taken, but you can check. Another great place to check is to go to a domain, like if you want to go to, what is the domain? Domain registration. You can go to Wix, you can go to GoDaddy. Let's charge GoDaddy, make them pay for an ad here. And you can type in sell, and the GoDaddy will tell you if the website is taken. Sales.ca is available for 99 cents. SELS.ca. Sell online with one L, ESL, but sell.com is taken. Okay, so another great way to do your search for a name per se is to go to GoDaddy or go to Wix or one of the search the domain search engines and check there as well. It actually is more beneficial not to. You can't get these 3 and 4 letter words and 5 letter words. It's too challenging. But combine them almost as, again, a hook. Combine sell tickets or sell phone, Phone or something. Sell you light, right? Sell you light life. The cellulite life. And if you start to combine these things together, you probably already have a bunch of brands that come to mind about your product that strike a chord with you. You can now start to test those brands with your friends, with your family, your coworkers, colleagues. Just pitch those brands to them. Lightning, hey guys, what do you think about the brand name Lightning 5? Or what do you think about the brand name, the Sharpest 77, or whatever, Route 66, flat tires. What do you think about that combination of words or whatever? Just come up with stuff and see what feedback you get. Print it on things, drop some little mini logos. Really, at the end of the day, what the point is you're trying to make a connection with the brand that you're going to ultimately brand your products and your data, your customer base, your demographic. Are they going to connect to your product? Obviously, you think of brands like today, like Instagram. When I first heard the brand Instagram, I was like, what the frick is an Instagram? Like, it really didn't connect with me till I started to use the product and see the logo. Okay, the logo was like, okay, cool little square, colorful square, rainbowish looking square. Instagram, and I thought of like a telegram. When I heard the word Instagram, I'm like, wow, fucking telegram, Instagram, what is this? And I was, and I'm sure I wasn't the only person saying that to myself. I'm sure every Facebook user on the planet was saying the same thing about Instagram. It's like Telegram. That's old, man. I'm not. What the heck? Instagram, Telegram, man. We're in the new age, right? So it never caught on. The name never caught on. Now you can't go a day without saying the word Instagram. I can't go a day without saying it. And for the next 100 days, I'll say the word Instagram because I always go Coach Chrispect, the wise guy on Instagram, right? So it's influenced me. It's influenced me because it's helped my business. It's influenced me because it's helped my brands. I use the platform to help build my brands, right? Variety of brands that have established on Amazon are now part of my platform using those platforms, those resources. So the brand, although it may not catch on right away, if you keep working on it, eventually and hopefully it catches on. Obviously, you're going to have to know when to drop it and move on. That's definitely an important step. You're going to need to know when this brand is just not the brand. My original store name for my Amazon company has changed only one time, and with the slight modification, because my store name is part of my brand. It's always been part of my life brand. Ever since I started a company a decade ago, that's been my brand. My store has been my brand, and I've been using my brand to be the umbrella for every product that I launch. I want it to have part of that brand name built into the product line. So that's been my way of launching my brands. Is I have an umbrella brand, okay, and then all my sub brands or all the brands I launch in all the different departments and all the different categories. I tie it into my main brand using the brand name in with the new brands. And I do it in a unique way that's catchy and that is it hooks people. People can connect with it, uh, and it's unique. Okay, my brand spelling is unique. Um, my whole phrase is unique for most of the products that I launch. So I'm always thinking about that whole umbrella. What does a brand entail? Well, it entails a logo. I don't put much emphasis on a logo, but I do put together a logo. Some people it takes months or years. I usually do my logo in a day. Okay, and that's it. Once my logo's done, it's done. I don't necessarily put that much emphasis on it. Although by the time I'm done, I'm like, I love that. I love my logo. And then when it goes to packaging, I really love my logo because I let my creative guy enhance my logo. Um, and then my brand name is always my umbrella brand built in with other combinations. You know, it's like Sell. If Sell were my brand, I would be building in other ones. Like I said earlier, I might go Sell, SEL, Ticks, TICS. And it might be my line of tick tools, tick tool removers, Sell Ticks. Okay. Now that might sound like the Celtic um, sports brand. Okay. You got to be careful there, right? You don't want to have similar um, font or a logo to there. You certainly don't want to use the leprechaun basketball kind of Irish guy. Um, it also is that very Celtic way of sounding. But really, when you're going in a different direction, then your brand can be the same or similar. As long as you're going in a completely different direction. Excuse me, it can't be the same, but you can be similar. I can't say Papa John's and then go and start selling, tennis balls, just because it says Papa John's. But I can go Papa John's tennis balls, similar, as long as I'm going in that direction and it's not in the food industry specific. So there is that, and when I do my search, that's how you'll see multiple brand directions, name directions. You can do that. But Sell would be in that. Sell Ticks might be a line of tick tools. Quick story. Few years ago, 2-3 years ago, my wife discovered an article in the local newspaper of an Amazon seller who was talking about selling on Amazon and talking about how they were selling thousands and thousands and thousands of tick remover tools and just making thousands of dollars on it. And it was an interesting way for us to do product research was to use a local newspaper and find stories of other Amazon sellers talking about products that they were selling on Amazon. And we looked into tick tools, and ultimately we never launched a tick tool or remover tool. We could have, but it probably, when I think of it, the price just never really was at the price point I would have liked it to be. I couldn't bundle it. I don't think people want a lot of tick tool removers. Maybe schools do. Maybe some larger, daycares might want to buy a larger bulk of them. But at the end of the day, I just didn't see it being the right product for me. But this brand, SEL, with ticks, might have been a brand that I polish my Amazon brand registry with, or my listing will be infused with my Sell Ticks brand. Sell Ticks will be the primary brand on my listing title. It'll be the brand that will be screen printed right onto the product itself, right onto the packaging itself, and I'll probably have a logo. Will be a tick of some sort. But my parent brand, okay, and Celtic will be the baby ASIN if you want to use it as a term. It's the baby. But my parent brand is going to be Sell, okay, and I'm going to continue to build my brand. I might move into the water bottle industry, and I might come up with something that a water bottle enthusiast or a runner or someone that needs my water bottles is going to find intriguing to see my brand in a way that is unique a unique spelling to it, I might go sellout, okay, or I might go SELOUT, or sell outside, or I might go, um, you know, uh, you got to sit and you got to think. You really got to think. You got to write some stuff down, and you got to come. And a lot of times it comes to you. A lot of times it comes to you. Um, and you go, yeah, that's it. I want that one. That's going to be the brand for this product. And that will continue to grow. And you'll go from two with your principle of sell as the primary, um, you know, uh, rock, if you will. It's the anchor store of your mall. And then all the other stores are built on that brand. And that's how I approach branding. For me, it's fun for me. It connects me to the brand. It really connects me emotionally to the brand. It really enhances the brand. I think it gives me more energy to build that brand and talk about that brand and brand it some more in every platform that I can get to, because I'm really connected with the brand and just sitting and really putting in all my emphasis and effort trying to build different brands and brand names. And every time I go into a department, whether I'm going into pet or housewares or beauty or personal care or clothing or sporting goods or toys or whatever, and I start to launch a brand, it's going to have to, for me, it's going to be a challenge sometimes. But my new brands need to infuse my original brand in there. And that's my personal spin on that. Whether you use it that way or you go a completely different way, up to you. Maybe you just go with complete independent brands on their own, and that's what you want to do. That's, because some people don't want to combine the car industry with the baby industry, or even though they go together, because babies do go inside cars, but maybe they don't want to combine the automotive industry and the cleaning supplies, even though they go together. Really, when you think about it, what doesn't go together? You can't find two niches that don't cross paths. They all eventually will cross paths, whether you're using Mr. Clean products to clean your engine, or you're using, you have a baby mirrors in your car, or you're using toys in the beauty aisle because you have girly toys that have beauty as their principal, um, hook for the reason why their toys do so well. That's my story with branding. So, now we are going to talk about potluck. We got one more card here. All right, let's go over here back to the live stream. Let's go one. Okay, this is the potluck game. I got 4 more questions for you here. We've been hanging out for an hour and 15 minutes. Smash that like button. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it's a late one. It's 1:30 in the morning. You guys are asking, Chris, why don't you go to sleep? Why do you stay up so late? Which energy drink's name suggests its effects last for 300 minutes? That's an easy one. 5-hour energy. What does Nintendo call the customizable avatars that players can create on the Wii, the Wii U, and the Nintendo 3DS? That's an easy one. Give you a couple seconds. They are called Mii's, M-I-I's. Okay. The yellow question is, which company packages its low-calorie ice cream in a tub with a golden lid? Ooh. I'm going to say Breyers? Breyers? Is it called? I'm not an ice cream guy. Rarely, once every month when they show up in this place, I'll eat a bunch, but I won't buy it. I say Breyers. Is that right? Nope. Wrong. See if you guys got that one. Halo Top. Halo Top. H-A-L-O. Halo Top. Okay, and the red question is, which outdoor clothing company shares its name with the southernmost region of South America? Which outdoor clothing company shares its name with the southernmost region of South America? Not familiar with this brand, man. Red is hard. Red is definitely the hardest. The answer is Patagonia. Patagonia. Potluck stuff. Random questions in there. What is Amazon Brand Registry? Amazon Brand Registry is a program designed to give brand owners increased control of their products on Amazon. The program's biggest benefit for manufacturers is the direct influence they have on their details page. So, Amazon, you can launch your products, you can brand them, you can put whatever you want, as long as they're not infringing on Amazon's terms of service. You can't use Nike, you can't say this is Nike or this is Nike or that is Nike, blah, blah, blah. You can say it's compatible with. There are ways you can brand your products in your listing title. There is a whole section on Amazon's how-to section in Seller Central on how you are allowed to list your products or create your listing titles. There are examples, comparisons, what you can and can't do. One thing you cannot do is use a brand name that is registered trademark in your listing without it being a reference of what compatibility it can be, what your product is compatible with. But even then, you have to be careful because your compatible products, you got to be careful that they're not patented or trademarked or whatever the case may be there. So you have to look into that as well. Not hard to do, though. It's not hard to do. It's actually fairly easy to do. So brand registry is that you can go a step further. Your products do need to be trademarked, so you do need to register your product and get them trademarked. Once they are trademarked, then you can apply. You can apply for brand registry. You can actually check in advance if you can check if your product is eligible for brand registry. Easy to do. You literally Google Amazon. Let me go back here. Live stream. Okay. Over here. So apply for Amazon. Apply Amazon brand registry. There you go. Once you do that, it brings you up to brand services of Amazon, the eligibility. Get started in 3 steps. Okay, Amazon brand registry. So ready to enroll in Amazon's brand registry? ? You'll need to complete the following 3 steps. Okay, review the eligibility requirements. Brand must have registered an active text, word mark, or image-based trademark, design mark. This trademark must appear on your products or packaging. Okay, so if your name of your product is brand, trademark, so word mark, okay, and then you screen that on your product, take some images of the product, that's step 1. Okay, and then you just provide that your certification of trademark registration. Step 2, sign into Amazon Brand Registry. Brand Registry applications must be submitted by trademark owners. If you meet the eligibility requirements, sign in using your existing sellers or vendor central credentials. Or if you don't yet have an Amazon account, create one for free, which everybody, obviously, when watching this video, has one. So you essentially just have to register your application, fill out application, provide the necessary documents, photos. I believe it's like 8 photos of your product. And then it's pretty quick as far as getting a approval on that. And then step 3, enroll your brand. Once you've signed in, you will need to enroll your brands. After we verify the information you submitted during enrollment, you will be able to access brand registry's features to help protect your product. And it is so important to protect your product. You want to deal with pirates. You want to deal with people who hijack your product listings. The best way to deal with them is to brand register your product. Secure your product. Make sure that your product is yours. You own the product, especially if you've come up with it and it's doing well. It makes no sense to sell $100,000 worth of products every year and not have trademarked your product or registered your product's brand in Amazon. It makes 0 sense to do that because the cost of registry is $225 to $400. That's how much it costs. Registered trademark fees typically range between $225 to $400. In Canada, it's about $500. It's about $250 to $500. And then these fees can vary depending on the class of protection you want to buy. So there's levels of trademarks, and there are different options for trademarks. Again, photo trademark, design trademark. There are image trademarks, which are your design trademarks. There are word trademarks, which are your brand name. So just depending on which ones you want to register, it's important to go and do that. Now, once you've done your brand registry, what do you get? Well, you get to now have more enhancement features to sell your products. So people who have brand registry, when you're on Amazon and you're looking at different listings, I'm going to show you right now. Let's jump over to there. Okay, let's make sure that I am live streaming. There we go. I just want to make sure I switched over. Okay, I'm on 2, and I want to go to amazon.ca. Amazon.ca. There we go. And I want to show you a couple listings, one with the brand registry and one without. So let's look at this jacket right here. This hoodie. Nice little hoodie. Cool little hoodie. It's got little kitties on it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But this guy's got an amazing product line. He's called it Imbri. Imbri is his brand. Put it first. Boy, girls, both he or she can use it. 3D printed hoodies for kids. Animal hoodie, pullover, sweatshirts. Very cool. I mean, these are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think they're just absolutely stunning. So look at that product line. Oh, I want to just quickly see how much product this particular seller sells. So he's selling 63 units a month. So not impressive number-wise. Not impressive number-wise at all. Okay? He's got that hoodie that's doing, what has he got? None. There you go. Let's go back to, can I go to, I wonder if I can go to, let's go back one. Let's see. I want to put in his listing in the main one. I want to see him amongst others. Go back, Chris. So let's type in printed hoodie for kids. He comes up along with some other ones, some other cool ones. Now I just want to see his compared to other sellers in the hoodie industry. All right, we'll let that load here. So we want to see how big his brand is. How big is his brand? He's kind of started his version of Nike. Imbri, he's selling 72 units a month, so he's not doing an incredible amount of volume, but no one really is for this particular niche. No one's really doing an incredible volume a month. This guy here, Champion, we all know the Champion brand. It's a powerful thing. Brands are a powerful thing, and I'm going to talk about this in a second. But that particular guy who's selling those hoodies for kids, he probably has just decided, you know what, I don't need to trademark or brand register my brand Imbri, I-M-B-R-Y right now. Or did he? So what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to scroll down and we're going to go, oh, what do you know? Look at his product description. He can insert images into his product description. And what that means is that he has brand registry. Okay, he's actually set himself up and registered his brand. And now it's given him enhanced branding capabilities with his Amazon private label business, his storefront. Okay, this has nothing to do with retail arbitrage. So if you're interested in retail arbitrage, this video is not for you. This video is for people who are launching their own products. And this enhanced brand capabilities allows him to sell his product with these extra photos. I mean, that's a remarkable photo. You probably can even do better. It's kind of cartoon looking. Not a huge fan of that, but I love these sweaters. Okay, he's got more hoodies. You can kind of see the quality of there. Very good pictures. Then he's got ability to put in different types of fonts and bullet points and little images and emojis and whatever he wants to use to enhances it. More scrollable photos. So what you could do with your bullet points and your 5 or 7 images, now Amazon Brand Registry has a whole platform for that allows you to upload photos, images, more branding content, more logos, and just build an entire catalog under your listing. Okay, so sizing charts, okay, comparison action photos, you name it. Okay, so that right there, this whole section is called your product description. Without it, you can probably only put in about 300 character words. So you can write a couple things up. Maybe you can write a couple pros or benefits or details. But with it, you can do so much more. And that is the difference between a seller who's selling, one product and a seller who has 50 different sweater types in how many sizes? 4 different sizes, small, medium, large, and extra large, with 30 to 40 or 50 different color prints. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 4 is 27 plus 6 is 35. 35 sweater options, 4 different sizes. So his inventory is absolutely incredible. And he's gone as far as to do a brand registry with his product. Protects his product, gives him all these benefits. It's exactly what you want to do when you want to take your store to $100,000 business. I mean, in this case, he's might not be the season. We're getting into summer. It's not the season. But I'm sure his season starts probably in August. In August, people are now sourcing his, and I bet you come around Christmas, go back, write this down, set a reminder in your phone right now. Just go, Surrey, remind me on December 20th to look at IMBRY brand on Amazon. IMBRY.
I don't see an app for that. You'll need to download one.
No. Surrey, set a reminder for December 20th. Imbri brand.
I don't see an app.
Well, what can I do? Surrey, add to my calendar on December 20th, Imbri brand search.
What time is your appointment?
10 a.m.
It's on your calendar on December 20th, 2020 from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
All right, thank you. So now I can quickly edit that name of that and just say do a search. And on that day, I'm going to jump back on a live and see if whoever's watching this video, let's see what he sells at Christmas time, because probably December is a little late. So let's go November. Let's go November 20th. Right there, November 20th. There we go. Let's go November 20th, Imbri brand search on Amazon. Amazon. Check his sales volume. I'd be curious what he's doing. There. And they're reminded. Done. So we'll check that then. But that's all what it is. That's a brand. And Imbri has no connection with me. I will forget the brand now. But to him, it might have a lot of meaning. To him, you can take brands to the next level. It costs a lot of money, time, and scaling of your business and resources in order to get your brands to the next level. But as soon as your product picked up, look at Lululemon. Started in Vancouver, basic store, nothing fancy. I don't know what made that brand blow up, but it did. And it blew up really quick and is now one of the challengers in in comparison to Nike. Nike, another product that started with a small following and just blew up. I'm sure their stories for both of those brands are super interesting. Okay, but your brand is no different. My brands on Amazon uh, have a great following because the other benefit with brands are that brand your products, even if you don't do brand registry and what brand your products, and what Amazon does a great job at doing is reviews help your brand grow. Reviews help your brand grow. The more reviews you can get on your product, more quality 5-star reviews, 4.5, 5-star reviews, 4 stars is okay, that you can get on your product, the better your product is going to brand itself. The better you'll be able to use those reviews when you're branding your product, when you're advertising it on your Facebook page. I love to screenshot my reviews and put them up on my Facebook page. I love to do that stuff because it helps sell the brand with some social approval. Some reviews will help other customers relate to the product. And if your brand has a catch to it, links the customer, has an emotional connection to the customer, they can if they can connect your brand name to a benefit, even better. Like, no one's connecting the word Nike when it originally came out to a benefit, but now everybody's connecting the word Nike to a benefit. I mean, now Nike to me means athlete. It means great, comfortable shoe. It means great clothing, comfortable clothing. It means a quality that will last me years. It means stuff I wore when I was a kid. It means so much more now to me than when it came out and I confused it with what's that other brand that has the N on the side? The Kawhi Leonard brand. What is that brand? What's Kawhi Leonard branding? I mean, that's how bad that brand is. That it slips my mind all the time. Kawhi Leonard brand reps what brand? I think it's called Kawhi Leonard. Doesn't rep that brand. He reps the. No, he doesn't. Jordan Brand, which is division of Nike, and Leonard's representative area. New Balance. Someone probably typed that in there. Someone type in New Balance? Nope. But New Balance is the brand that Kawhi Leonard reps. And when they had shoes out when I was a kid, I always thought for the life of me that when they had the big N on there, I thought it was a Nike. I thought it was a Nike brand. I thought it was part of the Nike. And I'm like, that's interesting, kind of runner-looking product. It wasn't years later until someone told me it was New Balance. I'm like, what's New Balance? And they were like, oh, it's like a running shoe, like Saucony. I was like, oh, okay. But I thought the N on the side was a nice brand because I assumed it was Nike. Nike had just started to kind of grow. Jordan Flights came out. The Jordan 1s came out. But, to this day, that brand always slips in my mind. It's nowhere near as powerful as Nike or Adidas are to me. Or even Under Armour is pretty popular, but I don't buy their shoes at all. Actually, I don't buy any Under Armour products. But I do love the brand because I was buying that product for my kids as they're in sports. So back to there, the benefits of an Amazon brand registry. It helps a brand to have complete control over their product listing. It ensures that the information given about the product is accurate. It helps to increase product sales. It helps to protect the brand. It helps enhance the brand content, and it helps improve efficiency. All right, let's throw in another card here. Okay, let's throw in another card here. Okay. Name that brand. Easy one, isn't it? Dunkin' Donuts. Which are Dunkin's biggest sellers? Donuts or beverages? Donuts or beverages? Which are Dunkin's biggest sellers? Donuts or beverages? Beverages. Okay, how many cups of hot and iced coffee does Dunkin' sell globally every year? How many cups of hot and iced coffee does Dunkin' sell globally every year? Give you a couple seconds to answer that. More than 1.9 billion cups. Oh my God! Dunkin' Donuts, I would think, is like a donut store, but I know Tim Hortons sells more coffee than they do donuts. Makes sense, I guess, when you think about it. When you actually think about it, you go, okay, makes sense. More than 1.9 billion cups. That's ridiculous. Except within half a billion either way. What exactly are Munchkins sold by Dunkin' Donuts? Now, Munchkins is a registered trademark by Dunkin'. Munchkins are their registered trademark. And that's an easy one because I think Tim Hortons calls their version of Munchkins Timbits. So you guessed it. It's the hole, donut hole. It's a little hole, the thing they puncture. That's the Munchkin. And the red question. The red question is this: what is the name of the frozen beverage sold by Dunkin'? What is the name of the frozen beverage sold by Dunkin'? I'm not a Dunkin' Donut guy. I think there's like a few here in Vancouver, maybe like 2 or 3. Maybe there's more. I don't know. See them. I go there once in a blue moon. They're kind of odd in their setups inside of them. They're kind of like, here at least, they're not like nice like Tim Hortons or Starbucks or whatever. They're kind of odd. Like, I compare it to Tim Hortons because they sell everything, but they're odd here. Tim Hortons is definitely where I go when it comes to those places. What is the name of the frozen beverage sold by Dunkin's? It's called the Colata. The Coolata. Is that right? Colata or Coolata? I guess it's Coolata. Coolata. And it's a registered trademark with the R circled. All right. Hope you guys are having fun. It has definitely been a long one, an interesting one. Just kind of trying to mix it up and be creative for you guys. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to this channel, share this channel, help the channel grow. The goal is 20,000. So if I don't get to 20,000, I'm definitely going to. I'm scared. I'll be embarrassed. I'll be super embarrassed. This will be all for nothing. I would be so fucking embarrassed if I can't get to 20,000. I'll be absolutely embarrassed. So we definitely have to get to 20,000 views. If you not views, 20,000 subscribers. If you're a YouTube expert, reach out to me. Let me know if there are courses I can apply for. If there's a recommendation, I do that. There's Sunny Leonard-Doozy. I'm considering joining what she has going on, although it just seems too girl. Not that there's anything wrong with. I love girls. Obviously, I'm married. I have 2 daughters, and nothing against females, but I just don't want to be in a course that seems to be the presence are all female based. I want to relate to it. How feminine am I? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have my moments, but I just want to relate to the content, and I guess it would be relatable either way. Definitely seems to know her shit. She's from Vancouver, so there's a lot of relatability. I'm convincing myself I'm going to join it because I need and want to go from 1,490 subscribers, which I've been at, and I've been doing lives for 13 days, and that has not changed. I get more subscribers not doing lives. So this has been an interesting one. I will say that. So help me get to 20,000 subscribers. Make sure you share this channel. All right. How do I check if a brand name is available? Well, I showed you how to do that. Use this to search the USPTO's trademark database. Go to TESS, TESS, and choose a search option. If you're searching for a name, you can use the trademark name search. If you are searching for a design mark, such as a logo, you will first need to look up your design code using the USPTO. All right. Okay, let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go to here, and let's type in tests. And USPTO trademark application process. Okay, now you want to go to patent, trademarks, IP policy, learning procedures, patents. We want trademarks. And it's great to use these if you're looking up patents on products. So if you're launching a private label product and you want to make sure that the product that you're launching is not patented, you can come here and you can go to Google Patents as well. Okay, and then we got trademark basics, search trademarks, apply for trademark, protect trademarks, maintain your registration laws and rules. Okay, USPTO, and we're going to do search trademarks. Okay, system or tests. We don't want to go there. Let's just go back one. Okay, we're going to search our trademark database right there. This is the US version, so just keep that in mind. This is for the USA. You do have to search both countries if you're going to launch in the US or launch in Canada. Show me a bad file here. So what am I doing here? Shouldn't be the issue. Should be able to click this and go, but don't want to do it to me. Anyway, what this would bring up, and for some reason it's saying bad file descriptor, it's bringing up that, but it shouldn't. It should just bring up a search box. Search a trademark. Let's just click this and see where this brings me. Okay. So I'm going to put this. Just going to go over here, put it into Safari. Same thing. Come on, people now. So I don't know why it's doing that. Some reason or other, it is corrupt a little bit. No thanks. I don't want feedback. I'm mad at your site right now. So it's not allowing me to get into the database for whatever reason, but that's where you would go to search their database of trademarks. Okay, no different. And you can search the designs of things, but also searching patents, a great way to search patents. Again, I'll just show you the website. I'm not going to search any. Patent.google.com. Okay, we'll bring you to Google Patents. This site cannot be reached. Maybe if I put in patents. There we go, Google Patents. Now you can search the patents, so you can search like whatever it is. Let's just search masks. Just see what brings up. It's going to bring up a bunch of patented masks. Now you can start to look through the different types of patented masks. But you need to be specific in the naming of your product, clear in the keywords that you use to name your product, etc. Low demand, low competition, 5 opportunity. Okay, so I've done all those, the benefits. Can I sell on Amazon? We talked about that. We've checkmarked them all. All right, I'm happy about that. Okay. All right. What, if any, I know it's late. I know mostly of you are all sleeping. So right now, if you want to, if you're watching this and you've watched this, you're watching this tomorrow. It's Friday, and you got to this part. Let me know in the comments section below what your thoughts are about private labeling products. Just like retail arbitrage has been nothing but live and well. Retail arbitrage has been retail arbitrage is a great way to generate money. It doesn't even compare to private label. It does not even compare. So again, I tell people, look, retail arbitrage is great to build support and foundation for your business, but at the end of the day, you want to get out there and start to brand your own product line, your own merch. What is it that you want to sell on Amazon? Look up the numbers, meet the demand. If the demand is there, look into if you can create your own brand for that product. If you can create your own brand for that product and the brand's not patented and the trademark name that you want to give it is open for you, you must consider launching your own brands. I mean, the business of being able to launch a product that does 300, the business model of a product that does 300 sales a month at $10 profit, or a $25 price point or a $20 price point. If you're at a $20 price point, we'll do a calculation right now. $20 product, you sell 300 a month. That's $6,000 a month in sales. You times that by 12 months, that's $72,000 a month in sales. Now, if that $20 product has $10 profit, well, for example, mine is $25. I'll just use my top seller is $25 and does 500 units a month. So that's 12,500. $25, times 30. Okay, what am I doing? $25 times 10 a day is times 10 is $250. Times 30 days is $7,500. $7,500 a month times 12 months equals $90,000. So it's a $90,000 product, okay, and actually cleared over $100,000. So I obviously did more of that. So again, let's 25 times 500. Why am I doing the wrong amount? 25 times 500 units a month is 12,500. There we go. What was I doing? Because we're at 500 units. I was doing 300. Times 500 units times 12 months equals $150,000. Just from that one product alone, $150,000. And that's our best selling product. Okay. Then we have ones that do 25,000 a year, 30,000 a year, 50,000 a year, 75,000 a year, a couple 50,000s a year, some that are at 5 and 10. One that was currently at 10 is now becoming our second, which is going to hit $80,000 in sales this year. So, and the list goes on. Those are probably our bigger ones. And then we have a bunch of accessories that do well. And I'm just thinking, and then we have ones that are not doing anything at all, and the inventory is sitting there collecting dust, and we have to make decisions on those. It really becomes a game of how many do you want to launch, and I won't get into the whole private label thing, but the volume of revenue that you can generate once your products arrive on Amazon, you start to create brands for them, it is staggering. And then the ease of supplying inventory for your product, again, is very, very staggering. The ability to create your own brand and have it all of a sudden sell 500 units to customers in a month's time. My product in its heyday, and it's still doing great, but in its heyday, it did 900 units in 1 month. That's when I was buying 1,000 units, and I didn't intend on 1,000 units to sell out in a month, and ended up running out of inventory. Ended up being out of inventory, and I actually made a video in my very early days what it ended up costing me to run out of inventory. So you don't want to run out of inventory, especially if your product is a killer. Do not run out of inventory, because it was a struggle from there. Had I not run out of inventory, I probably would have kept that status of number one on first page for over 10 keywords. Did 900 sales per month at $20 price point. Now, sure enough, I've raised it up, and we're doing 500 units a month at a higher price point. So the profit is still there. The brand is still there. But it could be doing better, because it could be a first page one, number one ranked product. The highest I ever got it was in the top 10 of its category. It was in top 10. And for years, it used to show up in Jungle Scout search all the time. Now a lot of my products show up on Jungle Scout search. They're always showing up on Jungle Scout search. So my niches are starting to do well. Okay. But that's all because, in my opinion, of branding. And I'll end this with this important bit of information. Okay. And we'll talk about brand versus no brand, because I've done them both. And my whole business strategy today, and I want to talk about this, is hybrid arbitrage, or hybrid arbitrage. Okay, hybrid arbitrage. I want to talk a little bit about hybrid arbitrage, branding versus no branding. Okay, and I want to help you guys build your private label businesses in a couple of ways. This information is going to be free. It's going to be free. You're not going to pay for this. It's going to help you big time succeed. It's going to help you be successful so that you're not scared, you're not fearing, you won't be ashamed when your product fails, because this concept that I teach is going to help you succeed in the private label business. You could start tomorrow and you could launch products and you will succeed, okay? And it has to do with a brand versus a no brand, okay? And it has to do with hybrid arbitrage. So let me get into that right after this commercial break. Let's do one more card here. This one's called Primary Colors. This card is called Primary Colors. Okay. Primary Colors. Da, 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 da. All right. Okay, what is the name of Wrigley's cinnamon flavored gum? Wrigley's cinnamon. Can't say that word right now. It must be 2 o'clock in the morning. What is the name of Wrigley's cinnamon flavored gum? That one is an easy one. I would say it's Big Red. Correct. Okay. Next one. What wireless connectivity technology is used to stream audio, transfer data, and broadcast information between devices? Read that again. What wireless connectivity technology is used to stream audio, transfer data, and broadcast information between devices? I want to say that's Wi-Fi. Is that Wi-Fi? Is it? Let's see. It is. Dun, 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 dun. Wrong. Not Wi-Fi. I'll give you 3, 1, 2, 0. Bluetooth. Okay, here we go. Which energy drink company sponsors a 3-on-3 basketball tournament called Rain? That's easy. I'm going to say that is Red Bull. Yes. And the red question. And then we'll get into the last segment, the most important part. And that's why I said in the very beginning, if you stayed and watched this entire video, you would learn how to successfully launch a private label business, the technique that I use that has successfully launched products that are valued at $75, $80, $85, $50, $1,000 in revenue per year, and that are extremely, extremely profitable. Okay, 25, and it'll help you control your inventory, and ultimately will help you find $100,000 products to sell on Amazon. Okay, last question is, which smooth citrus soda produced by Coca-Cola sponsors the National Hot Rod Association? Brand. What brand is that? Like, is that C plus? Is C plus a brand? No, it's not that. Oh, I could have got that one. No, I wouldn't have got it. But which smooth citrus soda produced by Coca-Cola sponsors the National Hot Rod Association? Type that in. Type that in. It is. They call it Mellow Yellow. It's Mellow Yellow. Okay, that's enough for those cards. I hope you had fun with those cards. I hope you had fun. Let me know in the comments if you had fun with those. If you want me to do those again, I can pull them out. We can just have fun. Maybe we'll go earlier and we'll actually play this game. Just type in the logo game I'm in, and then I'll put together a date. We'll maybe this Saturday or Sunday we'll go at 2 o'clock stream and we'll play the logo game live together. I'd have a blast. All right. So let's quickly talk about brand versus no brand. Brand versus no brand. The impact of branding your product. We know that the impact on branding your product is going to increase your sales volume from little bit to a lot. Okay, you'll do a little sales without a brand. You'll do a lot of sales once your brand is established. And we know that when we did searches, we see brands like Champion all of a sudden have 150 sales versus all these other brands 50 sales. Okay, 3x the sales volume because of the brand name Champion. So we know that a brand ultimately is the way to go. That's where you got to get. Trademarks and brands are the way to go. Okay, but how is that going to help my business if I'm going to spend all that capital up front if I don't have a brand up front? How is that going to help my business? You're right, it's probably not going to help your business up front. What you have to do is you have to do no brand launches to start your business. Okay, you have to do no brand launches. And no brand launches for me came about when I came up with the trademark called hybrid arbitrage. Okay, hybrid arbitrage is a method of private label selling that I came up with, just like grass, that allows new private label sellers to successfully launch products that will win. Okay, helping people win was my whole hook for this channel. Now is growth happens now. Growth happens now. Those are my hooks for this channel. Helping people win was the original one. Yeah, I didn't really want to ride with that brand forever, so I went to growth happens now. I want to ride with that particular brand for a lot longer because it captured me more than helping people win, even though both have meaning. Okay, hybrid is when you take a product that did well for you in retail arbitrage and you launch it in private label. That's how hybrid came about. So take a product that did well in RA and you launch it in PL, launch it in private label. Okay, so for example, if I found a product like baby spoons and baby spoons did really well for me, obviously I can't launch the brand name of baby spoons that I was selling it under, but baby spoons are popular. So I'm going to look up the niche and go, oh, okay, baby spoons are popular. Can I launch baby spoons? I can. I need certain protectives for me to launch in the baby industry, but I can. So I would look into launching a very similar product under baby spoons. Maybe I can do a bundle, or maybe I can do a whole series of spoons and forks and knives and all that type of stuff. But that's the hybrid version of it. And then what I would do is hybrid is a no brand launch, meaning when you convert a retail arbitrage product to a hybrid product, you're going to launch that product. You're going to source the inventory. You're not going to source 500. You're going to source 10 to 30% of that. So either 50 to 166 units, not the whole 500. 10% to 30% of 500. Whatever you want to launch. If you just want to do a trial order of 50, it's fine. It's a no brand launch. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to launch a listing for it. And you're going to create a listing and you're going to optimize it. You're going to optimize the listing. Okay? And you're going to give it great bullet points and great photos. And you're going to give it a great listing title. You're going to optimize the listing. That's where you're going to invest your time into branding the product. You're not going to give it brand. You're not even going to call it anything if you don't want to. Now, I've done it where I've optimized a listing and actually given it a brand, but not branded the product. I haven't screened anything on the product. I haven't done anything in the product. The reason I wanted to do that is I wanted to see if I could create a listing with a brand on the listing. It didn't have to be on a product, but if that brand had any connection to the customer, if they started to see that brand that was on the listing title, or that was the brand under the listing creation or manufactured by, connected with the customer. Ultimately, I've done it both ways. It probably doesn't matter if you add it or not. You can create a listing with no brand and just say what it is: baby spoons for toddlers or babies, months 0 to 3 months old, or whatever, 3 months to 6 months old, and start to fill it with all the keywords that are popular for that particular product that you're launching. And you would write that listing title up. Okay, and you whether you want to stick a brand in there or not isn't important at this junction of time. What's important though is that the listing title is 5 stars in quality. Okay, and that every keyword for your product that you just launched 50 of is hot. Okay, and that you're going to get that product into your hands so that you can take photos, and that the photos are better than your listing title. Photos must be better than your listing title. They must be action photos. They must be a white background photo. They must be infographics. They must be comparison photos in there. You want to have all that stuff, and you want to do such a great job with your photos that it makes your listing title feel ashamed, okay, to be a listing title. And that's how you know you're going to then improve your listing title to try to be better than your photos, and back and forth. And those photos are going to capture your attention. And then, last but not least, your bullet points are your sales game. Okay, your bullets are your qualifying questions and your solutions to people's problems. They're going to be the answer to their nightmares, right? They're going to be the reason they're going to buy your product. They're going to be the emotional connection. Wow, I love this product. It was a startup company in Vancouver, and they focus on babies that have no teeth for till they're 10 years old, and these benefit infants who have a harder time because with chewing, because the material is made of whatever, silicone. Okay, whatever the bullets are, you're going to start to create your first phase of bullet points, and you're going to sell those bullet points, and then you're going to do a better job with those bullet points than you did with your photos and your listing title. Then you're going to call that next set, you're going to call it phase 2. Then you're going to try to improve those over both, and you're going to make your phase 3 set of bullet points, and you're going to get better and better and better. And you're going to look up competitive listings, and you're going to spend so much time building the listing that the quantity that you bought didn't matter, and the brand doesn't matter at this moment. You want to be able to pitch your product so well that it's going to sell despite it not having a brand. Okay, and that's what hybrid arbitrage is. It's the ability to take a product that's doing well in retail arbitrage and convert it to your private label. Okay, it's also the ability to do product research and convert it to your private label. So it's the ability to do private label and retail arbitrage and convert both into a hybrid arbitrage launch. And what a hybrid arbitrage launch is, and this is the most important part, so listen clearly, do not miss this part. Again, this is the most important part. Okay, before we get there, let's do one more card. Potluck card. Potluck. Okay. Which adhesive brand shares part of its name with the world's largest living primate? Which adhesive brand shares part of its name with the world's largest living primate? It is Gorilla Glue. What are the 4 icons on the right side buttons of a PlayStation controller? What are the 4 icons on the right side buttons of a PlayStation controller? I know there's a triangle and a square and a circle, and I think it's an X. Triangle, circle, X, and square. Yeah. Okay. What does people's car translate to in German? What does people's car translate to in German? That's an easy one. Kind of. Volkswagen. Okay, and the red one, the hardest one. Here we go. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to answer this. What did Armani fashion house stopped using in all of its collections in 2016? What did Armani fashion house stop using in all of its collections in 2016? If I had paint, I would throw this on it. I would throw paint on it. Animal fur. All right. Okay. Make sure you guys sign up for the Wise Guy on Instagram. The Wise Guy on Instagram. THEWYSE Guy on Instagram. Make sure you follow me there. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. Help us grow. Growth happens now. If you're looking to grow, then growth happens right now. If you're not looking to grow, don't know why you're here right now. I don't know why you probably watched 2 hours of this. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. Join my course, Coach Chrispect's Amazon Selling Hustle, where you will learn how to win at selling on Amazon. You will learn how to win at selling on Amazon. You will be able to start a store. You will be able to do hybrid launch. You will be able to do retail arbitrage. You will be able to do book arbitrage. You will be able to grow your store. You'll be able to do $500,000, $1 million in sales every year. And you'll be able to scale your business. I have people scaling their business without joining the course. Imagine what they did if they signed up for my course. Okay? People are doing $1 million off of my videos. They should be able to do 2 or 3 or 5 after they watch my videos. The most important thing you can do is take action now. Okay? Do not continue to watch video and not do anything about it. Greg Mercer says it all the time. He says, look, it doesn't matter how much of my stuff you watch if you've never started. So you got to make sure you start your Amazon store and you got to take action. Okay, the most important part about hybrid arbitrage is that you launch 3 products at the same time, every time, without hesitation. That you're doing product research for 3, whether it's through your private label, your retail arbitrage, your RA, your OA, online arbitrage, or your private label. You're looking for product research. You're doing product research, and you're looking for multiple products, not just 1 or 2. You want to launch 3 products at the exact same time. Okay, if you go and just choose 1 and launch 1, you're gonna fail. A lot of people fail. They always fail because they just launch 1 and they never recover from it. But if you launch 3 and 2 fail, 1 sticks, you're gonna be super excited because you're gonna start to see revenue come from 1. And the reality is you're still going to develop the other 2 that are struggling. You're still going to work with them. You have inventory on Amazon. You can still work with them. But if you have 1 product that is doing extremely well and it starts selling out, you're going to buy more inventory while you're working those other 2 in the fashion that I just told you about. Listing title is the best. Your photos are better than your listing title. And your bullets are better than your photos. Okay? You have to do it in that order. Your listing title's got to be so good, but your photos have to be better than that. Infographics, comparison photos, action photos, your white background photo, your other product features and angles photos. Okay, bullet points have to feature advantage, benefit. Okay, qualify, connection points. There's a whole sales process, which we'll do a video series on as well, about creating the proper bullet points. Once you do that, make sure that you found 3 products and you're launching them all at the same time. The inventory you buy is 10 to 30% of 500. So whether you want to launch 50 of them or you want to launch 166 of them, that's what you should launch. Because as a hybrid, it's not about branding. You're not going to brand it. You're just going to get your listing created, get it created, and get it ranked, get it optimized, get it search engine optimized, get as many keywords in there as possible. Let's not worry about brand. Your brand right now is unestablished. You don't have a brand. Okay, it's not till you have a brand that you need to worry about it. Now that I have a brand, my brand goes in right away. I go in right away with my brand idea, my brand concept is right away. But what has not changed is I am always still launching 3 or 6 or 9 products at the same time. Okay, 3 or 6 or 9 products at the same time, and I might do 50 or I might do 166. I only do 50 if it's a product that I did in retail arbitrage that I had 50 units on and it sold really fast. Okay, if I had 50 units and it sold really fast, I'll do a quick 50, or I'll do more than that. If I've never sold, then I have to buy more because I have to have enough inventory in stock for that product um, to grow, to establish itself, and to rank. Okay, I need enough inventory for it to rank. If I sell out of 50, or if 50 sells out and I don't have any reviews, then it's going to take too long for my products to arrive, and my product ranking is going to drop out of the game again. I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to sell enough product where I can get enough reviews so that I can start to advertise my product and use PPC, Amazon's advertising um, platform, or whatever you call it, tool. Okay, but for me, in my opinion, it takes at least 150 units sold at cost to rank your product. You may not need to sell that many. Yours may catch fire with 50. Then you may be able to start pocketing your price. Your cost may be $10, and then you sell 50. Then you start to get a couple reviews, and then you can pocket it at $12, make a couple dollars profit, and you're still getting sales, and then you can pocket at 14. Then you can jump to 19, and then you can jump to 22. Right? Because you're making sales, and now it's starting to grow, and your your product is getting established, and your rank is starting to come down. Okay, but the key is to launch 3 products. Do not launch one, especially if you're a new seller, because you will fail and you will quit. If the averages are against you, if you're launching one, and that your business is 500 products on one item, very hard to do. Very hard to do. Now, mind you, there's going to be a lot of factories that are not going to allow you to have 160 students. They're not going to give you a great deal. Sometimes you may be forced to buy 50% of your inventory. The inventory max you want is 500. Sometimes you're going to have to buy 250 units. If that product is, product research, it's a killer. Retail arbitrage, it's a killer. You know you're going to do well with it. You feel good about it. You may need to get 250. Would I recommend getting 500? Listen, as long as you're not going to fail and quit, if that 500 fails and your first launch sucked, or if it was your 7th launch and it sucked, if you quit, don't do it. Don't buy that much inventory, because you can't quit. It's about the long game. It's about, it's not, the whole saying goes, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Okay. The final quote I have for you all, it goes like this. And this is important when you're trying to go, okay, well, when can I quit my job? 3 products, you're free. So if you can get 3 products that are doing 25, a 75, and 100, that's $200,000 in revenue. You're free. You'll be able to quit your job. That will be enough money. You're probably making $50,000 to $75,000 off of that a year. That would be enough money for you to quit your job. Okay, 3, you're free. 6, you're rich. So if you have 6 products, by the time you get to 6 great products on Amazon, you probably got 150. Maybe they're bigger. Maybe you're now into the U.S. market. Maybe they're 200,000. I don't know. Okay, you got 150. You got 125. You got 100. You got a 75. Those are growing. Okay, you got a couple 50s. So you got 100. You got 200. That's 300. And you got another 300. You got 600,000, $700,000. You're looking at $120,000 of profit coming into you, and you're not. And to manage those products, those 6 products, it take me 4 hours a week. Excuse me, not even 4 hours a month. 4 hours a month, 1 hour a week. And that'd be just customer service, and that'd be from my phone. I could still be on the golf course, I could still be fishing or swimming, or I could still be at the beach, or I'd still be on a trip, and I would manage all that from my phone, because my push notifications would come up. I'd be like, okay, I can do that customer service right here. I don't need to be in my home. I never need to be in my home. The only time I need to be in my home is to receive what I buy. What I buy, as in what I'm buying from Amazon for my personal use, or if I'm getting some returns. I don't never need to be in my home. I can dump all my inventory that's crap. I can order my products and reship inventory to Amazon, resend inventory to Amazon from my phone. I can do it from my laptop. I never need to be home. This business is mobile. 3, you're free. 6, you're rich. Work your vision, achieve your dreams, Growth happens now. So subscribe to this channel right now. And join me tomorrow for episode number 14, which is 2 solid weeks straight. Episode number 14 tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Smash that like button right now. Tomorrow we are going to talk about We'll talk about virtual assistants. On my free Amazon group on Facebook. It's called Amazon FBA Product Research Club. Jump on there, join that. It's free. There are a ton of virtual assistants on there who are on there for a reason, because they can help you if you want a virtual assistant. That's the invite there. So they are there. There is lots of them from various companies. They will help you. And if you have questions, it's a great place that I created for people to ask great questions about Amazon and about how to scale their business. Virtual assistants can help you do your product research for you. They can help you manage your business for like $7 an hour. So, and Amazon FBA Product Research Club isn't just about the product. It's also about the scaling up of your product. So join that, check it out, and I will see you guys tomorrow.